Oh, yes, there you go. Now it's recording. You see the red button, okay, lightens up on your screen. You know that it's we have begun recording. All right, class. I know you will be with me all the time, and I'm glad to be back in the classroom. All right, after several days, and this time we are going to look for an evidence. That's how we always explore when we investigate. In our exploration, we look for evidence of proof in order to support or provide details, evidence, proof to our inquiry question. All right, and this inquiry question that we have in our mind, which we had a quick discussion before the recording during the warm up, has something to do with the various water samples that we have. All right, we know we do have the following water samples. This one is taken from the faucet in the classroom and it's properly labeled. The other one is bottled distilled water. This is the commercial water that we buy from the market. And the other one is the filtered water here at school. Mm-hmm. In here on this campus, we have strategically located water filtration. So you don't need to buy, plastics is another issue because, yeah, you can buy this and be healthy in drinking water, but how many plastics do we have to recycle? And that will be another story. How does plastics affect the environment? Right? They're going to be in the next future lesson. And for curiosity, I do have a vinegar here. We know vinegar is not for drinking. This is for cooking, of course, to mix with our dish. But just for curiosity. Now, first of all, are you still with me? I just want to make certain that I'm not talking to the computer. Ah, lovely. I can see your name. I got Abram. I can also see your name in the other computer. Yes, please reply. Reply once again, huh? So, participation is the one of the most important grade that you get in distance learning. And for me not to vanish into thin air, this information that I see, I always receive an email, just a reminder. So I see your name here. I see your name. How many times did you participate? And what did you say? It's right here. So I will not forget. So each day we have a lesson like this. I enter grade in your for your name if you participated. Otherwise, it's either you may not see a grade or maybe no points at all. Okay, zero. Hopefully not. Okay, let us continue. I'm glad that you are with me, but let me check. Let me find out. Yes, you are with me. But keep being with me all the time because we just started our investigation. So we are going to think of this question which we had seen during the bell word. How does the source of drinking water affect its cleanliness? There's another word we can use, it's palatability, or primarily meaning it's can be drink, meaning can be drunk, right? Pertaining to this question, when I use the word palatability, it's the cleanliness of the water, right? In other words, will the place I get my water to drink tell me, is the water good for drinking or not good for drinking? We will find that out today by testing these three water samples, the one from the room, directly from the faucet, the one from the outside, which is a filtered water, and then the one that is commercially bottled. This is the one No, that's the water from school. Yeah, this is the one. Commercially bottled water. We're gonna find it out. And the evidence that we will be able to get are numbers. That is, say we're looking at quantitative observation, all right, which is a word that we have learned many weeks ago. Now we are going to put it in application once again, and we are going to use this meter. This is called TDS. This measures how much chemicals are present in the water sample. All right. We will not be able to know which kind of chemical are in or is in, could be one or two or five or more in the water sample. But we will be able to know quantitatively by looking at what number will it register. When I dip this probe into the water sample, and then we're going to use the chart that we saw a while ago to determine whether, based on the value, whether the water is good to drink, excellent condition, no problem at all, or it could be something that should not be drunk at all. All right. How are we doing so far? Tell me, how are we doing with our goal? Our intention is to find out if the source of the water affect its cleanliness. Tell me your piece of five. I know it's a well, teacher. I understand what we were trying to accomplish. Four, I can do it alone. Three, I have a question. Two, and one, I don't want to give up, but I feel I am giving up because I don't understand. If that's your situation, please continue paying attention because we haven't gone through the process yet. I can see Carlos is 4, Genesis 4, Karen, Christopher is 5. Wow. Let me see. Yeah. But I'm still missing others who haven't responded yet. I wonder if they are with us. Yes, I can see their screen. Okay, please reply to my next question, huh? So you know that's our way of communication. All right. Let's dive into the details now. So I want to make certain that the computer will not gonna be damaged by water spill. I get some rags here to cover the whatever spill I may have here. All right, we're gonna start first with letter A. So here's what you will gonna do. Each time I each time I dip this probe into the water sample, I would like to tell me what number you see on the small screen. And please, I want to see your name, and this is part of your participation, appearing in the chat room and telling me what number it's registered. All right, let me start with letter A. This is the faucet water. Again, so the faucet water, this is inside the classroom. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a lot of faucet in this science classroom because since this is a big room where experiments can be done, I do have at least 5 faucets here. And this is one of, as you saw that a while ago, that's me. This is the faucet. All right, let's start. Let me start. Um, to do this, you have to turn that on, and you will see 000. Do you see 0, 000? Yes or no? I want to make certain it's on. Do you see 0? Yes. Thank you, Genesis. Lovely. Okay, I'll do it now. So for the letter A. So letter A, as simple as that. And you see numbers, and then I will hold it to keep it steady. Okay. Let me get a paper towel. Oh, lovely. Okay, just so it doesn't. Okay, could you tell me what number did it register? How much? What number? Type in the room. 356. Everybody, please. Your name should have 356. Right. You're right. It's 356. Now let's find out. Is it good to drink? Tell me. Is it excellent, good, fair, poor, or unacceptable? Tell me. Is it excellent, good, fair, poor, or unacceptable? 356. Where does 3? Oh, yeah? It is poor. Don't drink water from this classroom. You probably want to bring your own. Yeah. A lot of students join normal class. Yeah. Teacher, can I drink? Oh, well, yeah. Your choice. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. By the way, what's our zip code? What's the zip code of the school? You live close by. What is a zip code? When you put your address, what's the zip code? 93 what? Come on, folks, you should know this. Yes. Thanks, Karen. 93905. Yes. This school and your house, since you walk, 93905. The source of water within this area, 93905, is the same. Okay? No matter where you go, 9905. There's 9906, 907, Salinas. But this area, 9905. This is 93905. Okay, just to let you know. All right, if you use this meter, it will have the same, more or less, the same value. Cool. All right, let us, and then oh, you saw there's water left over there, right? Next is I need to make certain that I rinse this with the clean water. That's why I have a big syringe here. Hold on. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Okay, rinse. And then I turn this up back to 0. Lovely. Okay, now we're gonna do another testing. So far, we have one source, which is the faucet in here in this classroom, 93906. Oh, I'm sorry, 93905 zip code. And I turn this back off, and then I'll turn this on. Clear. It should be back to 0. All right, now let's look at the top water. Here's the top water. No, not top water, bottled water. Let's see. Okay, what is the reading? Type in the room for bottled water. Type in the room. Ooh, 0. Yeah. Yeah. Is it excellent? Yeah. That's excellent. We do have 0 to 150. It's fine. But this is 0. Very, very, very good. So, according to this chart, excellent for drinking. So, if you are so particular, which I would love you to be particular with the water that you drink, so if you can, get it from the bottled water. But you're gonna think of where will you put the plastics. That's why I try not to buy water. I filter the water. Save the planet. Save some money as well. Okay, so that's 0. That's Excellent, right? Let me turn this off. Oh, did I rinse the tip? Did I? No, huh? Okay, let me rinse it to make certain. All right. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Okay, rinse. Turn this off. Okay. We have two more and almost done. Okay. So by the way, how are we doing? Are we actually accomplishing, following it by the rule? Are we actually measuring the chemicals according to the location of the water source? That's our goal. Is that what we're doing? Knowing how much chemicals water has depending on its location or source. Are we doing it that way? This is from the faucet in the room. This is the bottled water. And the last one is, before the vinegar, is the filtered water at school. The filtered water at school, and I told you, and you saw, this is our filtration. And then we saw that it has filtered this much, 23,345 bottle served. Wow, that's quite, that's a lot. That's a lot. How, I don't know exactly when did I put that up, but that's a lot for me. All right, let's do the second to the last. Okay, so let me turn this on. Is it still zero? Yes or no? Is it still zero? I'm waiting. Yes. So make certain when you start measuring another, it's set to zero. Otherwise, something is wrong with the device. It should always start with zero. Could be the battery, could be an old device that needs replacement. Lastly, before the vinegar, the filtered water at school. All right, go ahead. Tell me, what's the number? Ooh, wow. Filtered water, put in the room. What is the number? This is zero. What's the number? Waiting. Please don't let me wait because I feel the pain in my arm. 379. Let me hold. Whoa. Is it good? Is it excellent for drinking? 379. Where is that? Is it excellent for drinking? Tell me, is it excellent, good, fair, poor, unacceptable? No. Tell me, is it good, fair, poor? 3. It is poor. Wow. Could you imagine? It's a filtration already. Huh? I wouldn't get my water from there. Not unless they change the filter. It could be salt if they change, if the filter is changed. So, and as I said a while ago before the recording, we have, as far as you know, one in that building behind. There is one close to the library. There is one in the cafeteria. I'm pretty sure there's one in the PE area. At least there is one more. The good thing about having this is we care of the environment. We don't bring plastics. Bring your reusable bottle. But the next is that how is the quality of the water? Is it still in an excellent condition? Okay? Are we clear so far before we do the vinegar? How are we doing so far? Are we understanding it pretty well? Yes or no? I need to see your name. Yes, okay. Pretty easy, isn't it? I will wish you're here. So you're doing the testing. Yeah, maybe when we open soon. All right, lastly, Vinegar. Let's see. Okay, let me just rinse this again. Let me turn this off. There you go. Yep. Rinse. All right, ready for the vinegar. It should be, yeah, there you go. Zero. Vinegar, tell me. Oh, it smells. I like the vinegar about that smell. All right, could you tell me vinegar? This is the vinagre. Vinagre. Tell me what is the value for vinegar? Whoa. Whoa, 900. Well, almost 1,000. Wow. 913, 914. That is excessively high. Well, one thing it's a vinegar, and I will not think about that this will be a massive contamination because they are two different chemical. Vinegar has its own chemical composition as compared to water. Water is H2O, right? H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. Vinegar is different. It's acetic acid. Remember we had this chemical for vinegar? Oh, thanks for returning, Cesar. I saw you were logged out and logged back on. I'm pretty sure it's a technical problem. All right? Okay? Vinegar has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And that's the reason why. And one thing is that the vinegar is not for drinking. 319. And this device is called the TDS, Total Dissolved Solids. Primarily, to make it easier, this measure how much chemicals are in the water or liquid sample. We will not be able to know exactly what chemicals are here, but we will have an idea quantitatively by looking at the value and comparing it with to a to a chart. Is very important scientific skill. Reading a chart, you will see that these numbers refer to this. This is how we are going to make a decision. If this is between this range, then the water is poor. And I saw that you're able to read a chart. Okay? So, how are we doing so far? Tell me your level of understanding now before we move on to the next step. Again, five, I know it so well, teacher. I know that for every source, the cleanliness or the palatability of water changes. Mm-hmm. Oh, got a lot of five, got a four. And three is again, you have a question. And those students who did not respond during the first level of understanding check, this is your opportunity to let me know. Okay, once again, I always see your name on the printout. Let me find out before we move on to the next step. Jesse Maria, Genesis Kevin, Carlos, very good, very good. All right, excellent. Did we actually get our goal? Were we able to answer this question? Were we able to answer this question? The water? Tell me. That's the source or the location? Yes. The source or the location of where we are getting the water from affect the cleanliness or the quality. Or if you want to if you want to sound so sophisticated that people, oh wow, what a word you use, it's excellent. We call it palatability. To make it simpler for people, low ordinary people can understand, let's use the word cleanliness or drinkability. That's why a lot of people now, although they say that the faucet or tap water is clean, people still either filter the water, which I do filter my water, not to spend money for plastics and think of where will I put the plastics. All right. Or they buy bottled water. All right. So let me turn off the recording now. And I'm glad that you were paying attention and thank you for the opportunity of your time. We'll move on to the next step. Let me stop the recording.